YRN is running here and there in her bedroom. She's getting late for office. While wearing her earrings, she went to Cat Mimi and kissed her small black nose. YRN, I'll be back in the evening. Bye bye, she said and ran outside. Her best friend Boss is waiting for her in his car. Taehyung, you're late again. YRN, it's your fault. You texted me till late night, she said and yawned. Taehyung chuckles and ruffles her hair. Taehyung, it's okay, sleep in the car now. It'll take 30 minutes to reach office. YRN nodded and leaned her head on the car seat before closing her eyes. Taehyung, sleeping beauty, he mumbled and start the car. YRN is a kinda naive girl who had always been surrounded by darkness. Her parents died when she was 15 years old. She grew up in hostels. After she turned 17, YRN take a new home. The only light in her life was her best friend, Kim Taehyung. YRN and Taehyung had met in college. They were inseparable, always laughing and joking together. YRN had fallen in love with Taehyung, but she was too afraid to confess her feelings. She feared rejection and losing the only person who had ever cared for her. After graduation, Taehyung joined her father's company and had offered YRN a job. Though her parents left a huge property for her, but still she had eagerly accepted the opportunity to work alongside her best friend and the man she loved. However, as they spent more time together, YN's feelings for Taehyung only grew stronger. Taehyung was checking some files sitting on his desk. There's a little frown on his perfect forehead. Eyes are glued in the files, lips pressed together. His long fingers are flipping the pages of a file. His Adam's apple bobbed as he swallows his saliva. YRN is staring at him from who knows how long. Her hands are rested on her cheeks. Taehyung looked up at her, his lips parted. He's saying something, but right now YRN couldn't hear anything. The only thing she could do is just watching him. She saw him getting up from his seat and walking to her direction. How can someone be this much perfect? She got lost in him. His lavender smell hit her nose, but suddenly she flinched when he ruffled her hairs. Taehyung, where are you lost? I was calling you for more than 5 minutes. She hear his deep husky voice. Perfect example of perfect. Taehyung, butterfly, YN, huh? Taehyung, stop daydreaming and let's go. It's lunchtime. YN, let's do our lunch here. I make your favorite foods. Taehyung, damn, why I'm so lucky to have you as my best friend. She smiled a little and started taking out the lunch boxes. He fixed his hairs and rechecked the address. Yeah, he's in right place. His hands touched the doorbell when he received a call from his father. Yes, Dad? Did you reach there? Yeah. Good, now listen to me. Don't do anything stupid or foolish. If she doesn't want to keep you, then look for another job. I won't help you in this. Saying that, his father cut the call. He signed. His father have a power to take all his confidence out. He pressed the doorbell. After 2 minutes, he heard the sound of opening the door from inside. Yes, the girl who's standing in front of him wearing a light blue dress is simple, but at the same time she's mesmerizing. His heartbeat rise. He become more nervous. He never saw this much innocent eyes before. The girl tilted her head in confusion. Are you Ms. YN? The girl nodded her head. I'm Jungkook. Jeon Jungkook. YN. Are you Uncle Jeon's son? Jungkook. Yes, Dad send me. YRN. Please come in. She moved from the doorstep, allowing Jungkook to walk in. He saw another man is sitting on the couch. Taehyung. Who's he, butterfly? YRN. He's Mr. Jeon's son. Taehyung. Oh. YRN. Please have a seat. Jungkook nodded and nervously sit on the couch. YRN. Uncle Jeon was my father's manager. After my parents' death, he have been taking care of all the properties they left for me. YRN. Now when Uncle Jeon wants to retire, I cannot trust anyone rather than his son. Can you do it? Jungkook. I will be glad if you give me opportunity to work as your manager. I promise I won't give you any chance to objection. YRN nodded her head, clearly satisfied by his reply. YN. Okay, then take your father's place from tomorrow, she said with a little smile. Jungkook smiled brightly. Jungkook, sure ma'am, thank you so much. He bowed and left. Y or N closed the door and look at Taehyung. Disappointment is clear in his face. Y or N? What? Taehyung, you're still so naive. YN, what did I do? Taehyung, you just give responsibility of your huge property to the boy you just meet. Y or N? Uncle Jeon is very nice. He have been taking care of everything since years. And right now I can't trust anyone rather than his family member. Taehyung, you know what's your problem, butterfly? You think everyone is very nice. Anyways, let's hope for the best. Y or N? You wanted to tell me something. Taehyung nodded and gave his phone to Y or N. She saw a girl's picture in the screen. Taehyung. Her name is Masha, Dad's business partner, Mr. Bear's daughter. My parents wants me to marry her. YN's hand trembled hearing it. Her heart started thumping in fear. The fear of losing him. YN. What did you say to them? Taehyung. I told them I need time to think. What did you think, butterfly? Should I say yes? YN shake her head. Y or N? Please. Her words get cut by Taehyung's phone call. He received the call. Taehyung. Yes, Mom. What? Okay, I'm coming. Y or N? What happened? Taehyung. Dad becomes sick suddenly. Mom is taking him to the hospital. Doctor. It's just a minor heart attack. He's stable now. No need to worry, the doctor said, and everyone sighed in relief. Taehyung went inside to meet his dad. Taehyung. Dad, how are you feeling? Dad, I'm fine now. Don't worry, people often get sick in this age. Taehyung. You scared us. His father smiled. Dad, tell me about you. Did you think about the marriage? Taehyung. Not yet. Dad, do you have feeling for the girl Y or N? Do you want to marry her? Taehyung. Y or N? No, Dad, we're just friends. Dad, then why are you taking time to think about the marriage? Masha is nice girl. It's time for you to start a family. Y or N was staring at the river water. The reflection of the full moon is floating in the clear water. YN's heart is getting heavy in each passing second. Only one thing is roaming in her mind, and it's him. Y or N flinched badly when her phone rang. She placed the phone in her ear. Taehyung. Where are you, butterfly? I'm standing in front of your house. Y or N. I wasn't feeling well, so. Taehyung. I'm coming. After 10 minutes, Y or N felt his presence next to her. YN. How's your father? Taehyung. He's fine now. There was silence for some times. Then Taehyung take a deep breath and spoke. Taehyung. I agreed to marry that girl. Y or N feel the sky darkened, the ground trembled, and the world around her seemed to shift and warp. Y or N felt a sense of unease creeping up her spine when Taehyung broke the news. Y or N. You agreed? That's what she could utter. Taehyung. Yeah. I'm not in a relationship with anyone, nor I'm in love with someone. If the wedding make my parents happy, then why not? Y or N look at Taehyung while her tear-filled eyes. Taehyung. Butterfly. Why are you crying? He panicked and cupped her face. Y or N. When I said I'm not feeling well, you immediately understand where I am. If I'm sad, you understand just looking at my eyes. Then all these years, didn't you see the love for you in my eyes? Taehyung. How could you? Y or N cried, tears streaming down her face. YN. I love you. Taehyung gasped. The world around him started spinning. This can't be true. Y or N shouldn't have feeling for him. He doesn't deserve her love. She needs someone better. She deserves the best. And besides, he never feel that way for her. He always love and see her as a friend. Taehyung looked at Y or N with a mixture of sadness and guilt. Taehyung. Butterfly. I'm sorry. I just don't feel the same way. Y or N felt like her world was crumbling around her. The only person she had ever loved is slipping through her fingers. She couldn't bear the thought of losing him to someone else. Y or N removed his hands from her cheeks. With trembling legs she stand up and started running. Taehyung. Butterfly, wait. He called her from behind, but Y or N doesn't stop to hear him. She's running as fast as she could. She's running from the truth, the reality. She had always hoped that Taehyung would someday see her as more than just a friend, but now her dreams were crushed. The pain she felt was overwhelming. While running, Y or N bumped with a hard chest. Are you blind? He widened his eyes seeing her. Jungkook. Ma'am, I'm sorry. I didn't notice you. Y or N look at the man who's continuously bowing at her. Her vision become blurry and she collapsed on the ground.